Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. I hope you are all doing well today. Welcome to the Path of Peace. Anxiety is an experience that is universal to all human beings. It transcends wealth, age, and belief systems. Worry finds its way into every heart. For some, it manifests as a fear of job loss. For others, it may be tied to concerns about health, academic pressures, or family issues. Occasionally, anxiety strikes without any identifiable cause, leaving our hearts restless, our minds racing, and our sleep elusive. In today's fast-paced world, the topics of stress and anxiety are ever present. Medical professionals, therapists, and countless self-help books offer numerous techniques, from breathing exercises and mindfulness practices to positive thinking strategies. While these methods can indeed be beneficial, Islam provides us with something far more profound: a direct connection with Allah, the Creator who knows your heart and soul better than you know yourself. One of the most effective ways that the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, taught us to combat anxiety is through a beautiful supplication, dua. This dua acts as a protective shield for the heart, encompassing every possible worry we might encounter. The Prophet said, translation, "O Allah, I seek refuge in you from anxiety and sorrow, from weakness and laziness, from miserliness and cowardice, from being overwhelmed by debt, and from being overpowered by people." Sunan Abu Dawud. Now, let's delve deeper into each aspect of this comprehensive dua. When we seek Allah's protection from anxiety and sorrow, we are addressing both our fears for the future and our pains from the past. Anxiety is often rooted in worries about what lies ahead, questions like, what if I fail? What if I lose everything? What if my plans unravel? Sorrow, on the other hand, comes from dwelling on past regrets, mistakes, and losses. Together, these two emotions can rob us of our peace in the present moment. The Prophet is guiding us to place both our anxieties about the future and our sorrows from the past in Allah's capable hands, reminding us that He controls what lies ahead and can heal the wounds of what has already passed. Next, we seek refuge from weakness and laziness. How many times do we find ourselves feeling stuck, wanting to improve our situation, but feeling too weak, tired, or unmotivated? Sometimes this fatigue is physical, but often it resides in our minds. Laziness can prevent us from engaging in the very activities that could alleviate our worries, such as praying, making effort, or seeking assistance. This dua serves as a heartfelt plea: Ya Allah, grant me strength when I feel weak and determination when I feel lethargic. The Prophet also included miserliness and cowardice in this supplication. Miserliness stems from the fear of losing what we have, whether it be money, time, or even affection. This fear fosters stress, ensnaring us in a cycle of greed. Cowardice reflects our reluctance to stand up for what is right, leading to feelings of guilt and regret. Both of these qualities can fuel anxiety, and both require the courage that comes from Allah to overcome them. Lastly, we implore Allah to shield us from the burdens of debt and the oppression of people. Consider how much stress financial struggles can bring. Debt has the power to make even the strongest among us feel utterly overwhelmed. Additionally, being subjected to humiliation, injustice, or control by others creates very real anxiety. This dua offers us a pathway to seek Allah's help against these trials. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of the comprehensiveness of this dua. It does not address just one category of worry. Rather, it encapsulates various dimensions of our lives: the emotional, anxiety and sorrow, the personal, weakness and laziness, the moral, miserliness and cowardice, the financial, debt, and the social, being overpowered by others. It is as though the Prophet bestowed upon us a singular prayer designed to safeguard every aspect of our existence. Now, how can we integrate this blessed dua into our daily lives? Let me share a relatable example. Picture a young student facing the pressure of impending deadlines. Anxiety may threaten to overwhelm him, but he recalls this dua. Before diving into his studies, he raises his hands and prays, "O Allah, protect me from anxiety and sorrow, weakness and laziness." In that moment, he feels a weight lift from his shoulders. The challenges remain, but he no longer feels isolated. He senses that Allah is with him. Or consider a mother balancing the myriad responsibilities of childcare, household chores, and perhaps even a job. Overwhelmed and fatigued, she feels anxious about the future. Each night before sleep, she recites this dua, expressing to Allah, Ya Allah, I am unable to bear it all, but I trust in your presence. Gradually, she finds solace in her heart. This illustrates the beauty of dua. You don't need to be in a mosque or possess elaborate vocabulary. You can pray while lying in bed, driving, walking, or silently within your heart. Allah hears every word, every tear, and every fear. He responds in ways that may exceed our imaginations. As the Quran beautifully states, verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:28. Anxiety can feel like a turbulent storm, but engaging in dhikr, remembrance, and making dua serves as an anchor to stabilize our hearts. There is a profound story of a companion of the Prophet who was crushed by debt. Seeking guidance, he approached the Prophet, who provided him with specific duas, including this one, and encouraged him to remain steadfast in his prayers. Not long after, Allah opened unexpected doors for him, enabling him to repay his debts fully. This powerful narrative illustrates that dua is not merely spiritual comfort. It can lead to genuine solutions for our real-life challenges. However, it is essential to understand that making dua does not imply that we become inactive. Just as the Prophet tied his camel before placing his trust in Allah, we must also take practical steps after making our supplications. Whether preparing for exams, working to resolve financial difficulties, or standing up against injustice, dua and action must go hand in hand. So what can you do starting today? I encourage you to learn this dua. If you're not yet familiar with it in Arabic, write down its English translation and recite it in your own language until you can memorize it. Repeat it each morning, throughout your day, and just before you sleep. Most importantly, recite it with intention and focus, imagining that you are genuinely entrusting your worries to Allah's care. And to anyone who may be new to Islam or just exploring these teachings, please understand this. Muslims believe that Allah is closer to us than our own jugular vein. Dua is not merely a ritual, it is a direct and personal conversation with the divine. There's no need for intermediaries. You can elevate your hands and speak directly to God. The next time you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, refrain from drowning in distractions or attempting to carry the burden alone. Turn to Allah with this dua. Whisper it sincerely from your heart. Trust in Him. While the issue may not vanish immediately, your heart will experience a sense of lightness, calm, and renewed hope. May Allah grant us all relief from our anxieties, strength in our weaknesses, courage in our fears, and peace within our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to stay updated with more inspiring Islamic content. Like, share, and comment to support our mission and help us spread this vital message.